What's up, everybody? Yu-Gi-Oh 101 discussion video. This topic, like I'm just going to shoot straight for the heart. This topic, we're going to be talking about reading. One of the most essential skills you can have in life. And, also, it is one of the most necessary skills you need in life. And it is the most necessary skill that you need when playing this game. Not only that, not only do you need to understand how to read, but you need to understand what it is you're reading. You need some reading comprehension. You need to be able to comprehend what this card description or this card errata is explaining to you. Now, one thing that YuGiOh has done is that it's exposed I would say like the ignorance of a lot of people, because people don't like to read, and then they just roll with the effects acting like they know what they're doing. And like then when they find, it's one thing to make an honest mistake, but then when you done that so many times, like how the hell can you get a pass? You know what I mean? But here's the thing. Konami should not have to come out with extra rulings for shit that we already know is wrong. Like, for example, they have these types of people out there that will literally just make up some random agreement on like, this is how the effect should go, and just by reading the card, it states that you cannot play this effect like that. But because Konami didn't come out with a ruling saying that you can't do it, like, they're just going to say, oh, well, like Konami didn't say that we couldn't do it. Like there's not a ruling that says that we can't do it. So that doesn't mean that you can. You're just trying to be slick, trying to get something off. Read the damn card. You'll see that you can't do that. Case in point, when Tour Guide of the Underworld first came out, what was the main combo that people did? When Tour Guide first came out and like the first wave of Exceed monsters came out, what was the main combo those net deckers and top tier deck users was using? You know what I mean? Like, what was the main combo being played at that time? You summon Tour Guide, activate the effect, and summon Sangan from the deck. Exceed summon into Leviathan Dragon. Then you activate Leviathan Dragon's effect, so you detach Sangan as an Exceed material. It goes to the graveyard. Leviathan Dragon's attack shoots up to 2,500. And then you get the search for from Sangan's effect. Mind you, when the Exceeds first came out, the rulings stated that Exceed materials aren't considered to be on the field. Sangan's effect clearly states that it has to be sent from the field to the graveyard in order for you to get that search. So explain to me, how the hell did people allow this to happen in duels? When people exceeded using that combo, Tour Guide Sangan into Leviathan Dragon, and then detach Sangan in order to get that search, how the hell did people not try to stand their ground? You know what I mean? If you know better, you'll do better. How, like me, like I didn't allow this shit to happen in my duels because I knew better. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not trying to throw it out there like, oh, he thinks he's better than everybody else. No, because I read. When you read and your reading comprehension is good, you pretty much can't be tricked by little things like this. You can't. If the rulings had stated that exceed materials are no longer considered to be on the field once these monsters get used as exceed materials, you know, and you detach one of those monsters and it gets sent to the graveyard, such as Sangan, then how the hell does an effect that Sangan has activates? It was no need for Konami to even come out with any more rulings for that. You know what I mean? Just read. You know what I mean? It's the little things that be in these cards that can really determine if you're activating this effect right. Or, you know, if you're using this card's effect right. You know, if a card says that you can, or if it says like anything like that, it's giving you the option on whether or not you want to activate that effect. You know, it may be like some things in the beginning of the card description that may say that, okay, like this is mandatory, but then after this happens, you can do this. It's just it's optional. If it doesn't say that, then it's not optional. You know, if a card, well, if a monster card says, you know, this card can't be special summoned by any other ways except with the card, you know, by this method, then you won't be able to, you know, you won't be able to summon it. Like from the graveyard or the banning zone. So now, mind you, some cards do say that, but they are semi-Nami monsters, and there are sites like YuGiOh Wiki that will give you the rulings if you're confused, because like a lot of those cards were older and they didn't update the card errata on them. Oh, and another thing, and for the people that are confused about like the earlier Yu-Gi-Oh cards versus the cards that are out now, banished and removed from play are the same thing. They are the exact same thing. It's just a text change. They just changed up the card text. That's all they did. You know, like just trying to like, I don't know, update their game or whatever. You know, like I don't even see why it was necessary, but whatever. Maybe they were trying to make, you know, like less things that they had to type in the card erratas, maybe. But yeah, reading, one of the most essential thing you need to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Period. Think before you act. When you know better, you do better. Take that and run with it. I'll see you guys for the next Yu-Gi-Oh 101 discussion video. Peace. Yugi with his pimped out upside down pyramid and his third eye. This guy with his 2 U-Bell powers activated. And him and his Sign of Dragon. Yeah, we're all going to eat pizza. Fuck you.